everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Cowboys going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on. Carry, good pickup on first down. The play clock's running down. So that'll back him up 5. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Bortles throwing on second down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Colby Listenby, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. ground. This is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Fresh set of downs here. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Shotgun now for Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Let's go! Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
On second down, Webb out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Flashed a little bit of his power running, but only able to get to the 10 with it. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Webb now from the gun. It's caught. Shepard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Let's go! 319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Switch.
On first down, it's Webb. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. New York set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down, here's Fournette. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Webb. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Second down now after the pass completion. Play action, it's Webb. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd and 2, Webb. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear?
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And it's Bortles, the quarterback, slow to get up. Looks like he's going to need a moment or two. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So Bortles forced to exit the game due to injury. And now all eyes here on the backup as he takes under center. And that'll be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Off play action. Hogan. And this one is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. New York set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
All right, here we go.
To throw again. Webb. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Jets are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now out come the Giants. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go.
To throw on second down. Webb. And his throw is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Webb. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From the gun, Webb. Over the middle, complete. It's Paul. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Leopard. All right, now look at 56.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Looking to throw on second down. Webb, he's going to air one out. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go. 319. 319. Back down in that Philly. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Webb gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake. Hogan. He's going to fire one deep over them. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Colby Listenby with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Patriots, they've taken the lead now over the Jets. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. To throw on second down. Webb looking for Shepard deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
A play fake. Now Webb. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again. Webb. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go now.
Off play action. Hogan. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Hogan now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now the Giants another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy if you throw interceptions on back-to-back.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Got three down. Over. Out. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Webb. And incomplete here on third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He gets this one away, and, boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Hogan. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
On first down, Hogan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Damon Harrison in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on 2nd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They run again with Logan. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So now it's 1st and goal. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after it.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Here we go. 319. 319. Detroit.
To throw on second down. Webb is going to let this one go. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Off the play fake. Hogan. This is caught. Down at the 2. But ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nate Gary. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Off play action. Hogan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it. To the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. First throw now for the backup Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that, because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsau? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when you're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They run with Logan. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he is knocked down from the side. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Here's a give to Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Manning. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Into the red zone now. Manning trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.